We are back, I think. So, welcome back to Skyrim, where Willow, you made some choices. So, you'll notice I'm not currently in Winterhold. So, yes, some things happened between last stream and now. So, here's the big one. I did all of my enchanting for top level gear. Which, yes, has resulted in some really amusingly statted items. This one in particular, though stat-wise, according to the description, identical to the one I'm currently wearing, it's a little different. So see that enchantment that opponents in melee range take fire damage from? Take fire damage per second and targets on fire take extra damage. So that's a singular enchantment that we got off one of the items from the dragon stashes by the dragon mounds in Kaiden's quest. I assumed when I was enchanting that it is a static range distance and nothing would really impact that. I was wrong. And because of how much fortification I had on my enchanting, I took one step outside of my house and aggroed every aggressive target to the Dragonborn within a ridiculous radius of Winterhold, which led to several dragons and a bunch of batshit crazy stuff going very, very wrong very fast. So I then, well, you'll see. I then legendarized my enchanting so that I could, I legendarized my enchanting in the hopes that I'd be able to retake the miracle perk, because technically that other crown also has, though it's not listed in the enchantment, the Akaviri Wisdom enchantment, which causes you to grow all of your skills faster on it as well. But unfortunately, when they say you can only do it once, I assumed they meant you can only do it once per leveling of enchanting. No, you can only do it once. So, whoops. I did also level smithing to 100 several times. The beauty of smithing progress being based off the value of the thing is that when you can then just fortify smithing, like craft yourself a fortify smithing potion that fortifies your smithing a absurd amount, it's really, really easy to do some really stupidly entertaining things. So yeah, literally no spells cost me magicka anymore, so I don't really know why I'm still putting points into magicka. Although I suppose technically I don't think I put conjuration on anything. Narratively, how I'm explaining this sudden boost in power for the Dragonborn is she did kill Alduin recently. So she has kind of ascended to a higher place in the Draconic Pantheon as a result. And so she's kind of beyond the mana concerns of normal mortals. But even with having quote unquote decomplicated her just gonna turn off all these quests. Having decomplicated that, the radius on her passive flame barrier against enemies is still actually fairly wide. So there's a non-zero part of me that is actually debating redoing her circlet
Wow.
to have...
With the magic in your hands and your beautiful face, I suppose at least your enemy's last vision will be breathtaking.
So my thought is that I might actually redo her circlet to just have water breathing and the wisdom of the Akavir enchantments, because she's like, you'll see when I start getting within melee range of things. Kitty, leave the cables alone or I'm throwing you out. That you'll realize that it's a little wider than it maybe should be, and that it's a pretty powerful enchantment for just a casual thing that appears on, or that my Dragonborn just passively has. I actually kind of wish that when they've been designing the enchantment, that what they'd done instead was give it storm instead of fire as the element, because then you could say that it's a case of your character being quite literally storm crowned with regard to the magic that's just kind of passively hanging out around them, and that'd be kind of cool. But nope, it's fire, so I just casually light everything on fire now without having done anything, and that does, admittedly, even to me, feel a little cheap. So I might do something about that. Might, keyword. All of the leveling I did also give... No, Jax. You were literally just outside 3 minutes ago. You don't need to be outside again. Out. Out of my office. So I did take a bunch more of the frost and lightning perks to round out my character's skill set. I like the idea of her being kind of a stormier mage and having kind of more elemental proficiencies that have more to do with like naturally occurring weather. So lightning and frost, as opposed to being atypically or insanely adept with fire, which, though a natural thing in the world, fire doesn't typically rain down from the sky. Although I am tempted to give her more fire perks, because fire breath is, as I've said before, my favorite shout. I think this is where the last word of whirlwind sprint is on the word wall at the top of this place. Guys, it is Saturday. Why are after school teachers texting me about what their availability is for this week? Okay. Dwarven arrows. I did also put enchantments on to fortify my lock picking, so every lock is super simple to pick now, honestly. Which I am fine with. There is also a dragon priest up here too. There's all sorts of nice things to not have to think about. Oh, I did end up putting Kaiden in light armor because it does just actually match my character's armor super nicely. Going through the armor... See what I mean about the aura? Like, that's just because they happen to be relatively near to me. Now imagine that, but it covered the distance from basically the College of Winterhold to... Honestly, I honestly think like a Windhelm. It's a little bonkers. So yes, I undid that, mostly. And may end up redoing the crown, because it does kind of ruin sneaking. And my attempts therein. I need to actually try on lockpicking now. Why is there a Stormlord Curious in here? I'll take it. It's not exactly like I'm hurting for carry capacity these days. See? Again, I have no idea where they are, and they're all half dead. And I think one of them may have actually died. I did max out Alteration. I was pretty close to that. If at some point people decide they want to see what it looks like when I wear the other circlet, I will happily throw it on long enough for you to see that I aggro every... Now, what is interesting about the circlet is it only damages targets that are
Watch your step.
aggressive to me. So I can wear it around Winterhold without murdering everyone at the college.
Find anything worthwhile yet?
Can't say that I have.
Quiet. I think I heard something.
This place has had you shaking in your own.
Someone there?
Too close. See, like, it spoils things like that, because if you try to get a little too close or a little closer, you end up not being able to hear the conversations because suddenly they're on fire. Even though you haven't technically aggroed them yourself yet. And that's a little frustrating. Let's go see what's this way in these little side passages. So far, nothing interesting. Oh, look, it's a nice little room. Some healing potions I don't need, but can sell. So our Dragonborn got a
You step or you'll be leaving here over my shoulder.
nice little power boost, and picked up some new feats and some new abilities, and she's gotten really scary in terms of what she can just casually do to people now. Oh, I remember hating this puzzle. Oh no.
It's dangerous stuff, that is.
Okay. So it's a pull the levers in the correct order puzzle. Okay. All four are bound to the same land as we. Some lay low, consumed by shadows. Others stand tall, stretching their necks to see. While none live in this sacred barrow, they demand your attention if you are to proceed. The first fears all. The second fears none. Kitty, no laying on my keyboard. Alright. So... first fears all. Second fears none. Third eats what it can. Especially one. Fourth fears the second, but only one alone. And our options are snake, wolf, fox, and bear. Okay. So first fears all is definitely going to be the fox. No. That's what it can, especially number one. So maybe the snake, honestly. Snake. The bear fears none of them. The fox eats what it can. And the wolf fears number two, but only when it's on its own. So snake, bear, fox, wolf, I think. Snake. Bear. Fox. And Wolfie. Got it. No Draugr need to come out and attack me for getting it wrong. It does help that I've solved pretty much all of these puzzles at one point or another in various playthroughs, but this time around, it's nice to know that I can actually read the book and figure it out with having to look at guides like I did in that stupid Dwemer thing. The Dwemer puzzles, I usually either brute force my way through or have to look up. Purely because I can't be bothered to figure it out the correct way. Okay. The one good thing about my headband is it will always let me know when I'm about to be under attack, because whatever it is that would try to kill me is already doing its thing. See? purpose of coming in here? Nothing. Clearly. Ow. Rude. Bloody soul gem, skeever tail. Oops, I did not mean to take that pot. It's fine though. I've got more than enough carry capacity these days.
Oh. Do you know where we're going? Or are you just lost and you don't want to admit it?
Kaiden, I never know where we're going. Kitty, you're doing that thing where you're sitting in front of my monitor and preventing me from seeing what I'm doing again.
I was just doing what I do best.
You know, you having a kite and shield is so strange in Skyrim. Solstheim, I wouldn't be confused by it at all, but it is a very unique choice to give a Draugr in continental Skyrim. Okay, I think this is actually the direction I'm meant to be going, so maybe I need to reassess and go down those side paths first.
It's like traveling in the damn shadows sometimes. How do you move about so silently?
So I've also, in the last couple of days, started playing around with Skyrim VR. And that's an experience, for sure. And one I've actually been really enjoying. But it is a little weird to me. Hello, little miss. You're like, I just want to play with all the cables, Mom. I know. Now, can you please go eat your dinner? It's in the bathroom. She's been weird about her wet food lately. I know. You just want to play with the headphone cables. But it's been interesting because Skyrim VR, for all the times I have played Skyrim in, you know, just normal Skyrim like I'm doing right now, Skyrim VR feels so fundamentally different.
Problem solved.
And it's genuinely just delightful to be exploring Skyrim from the perspective of someone who's like, well, I've played this game a million times, but this particular way of playing it is new even to me. And, you know, my quest compass not being where I expect it to be, the UI being laid out differently, the fact that I can shoot the spells in my two hands in completely different directions. It's just really cool to me for some reason. I think it's badass doing it that way. And it's been loads of fun to get to experiment with. Killed something else over here. Is it you? It might have been. It was something I killed. Kitty, no. You! You don't know where I am. Tiny kitty, stop changing my spells. See, I'm not sure what the obvious direction I'm supposed to be going here is. I guess not this. I guessed correctly. Good job, me. So what's the point in coming in here? Little one, get off the keyboard. You know I don't like you walking on it.
Don't you expect me to eat no spider's eggs? Bugger that. I'm not an ingredients test.
I don't need you to taste test my spider eggs, Kaiden. I know what they do. You don't need to worry. You're not my designated ingredients tester. Gonna stand here and let the jogger be confused about what's going on. There we go. One meal and more ebony arrows. It's the little things. Frostbite spider portion of the trip. Look at all the nightmare fuel I'm killing without even trying. Little kitty, last warning. Alright, if you're gonna misbehave in the office too, you also get kicked out. Come here, sweetheart. I love you. But internet live stream time isn't kitty choose cables time. Off you go. Go eat. Oh Hopefully she'll do as instructed and use the time to go eat. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's see. More spider eggs. The good news is with how high my sneak is now, it's super... and my current headband being strong enough to tell things to fudge off for me. I can stand to get up and do something really quick without either having to pause or risk my game completely falling apart on me when I do it, so that's a plus. I would like to get back into the Draugr tuning portion though, because I'm not a huge fan of spiders. Okay, this looks like we're getting back more into Draugr territory. Go. Disables trigger on chest and then doesn't leave the chest. Way to go, Willow. You're clearly the best at this. There you are. Nordic or greatsword. After I clear out a few more quests, I'm gonna probably start the Dawnguard DLC next as my next major quest, and then finish off the big quest arcs with Dragonborn. Sure, we'll harvest some auric gum. What, not gonna comment about the fact that you could carry some of it for me? I did notice that in the long list of Daedric stuff I can craft, that there might actually be a Daedric set that would look really, really nice on him and match what I'm currently wearing. Although, as I've said before, I have my qualms for, like, canon and lore reasons about putting Kaiden in Daedric armor. Like, that just kind of seems like an insult to who he is character and lore-wise. Oh, hello, Draugr Death Overlord.
You're sure.
Nice of you to die so quickly for me. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they didn't put a dragon priest on that spot. A lot of the time, once you get to high level, they'll replace certain Draugr with dragon priests. Still don't care about the tribunal masks. We're about to walk into. Quick save just in case. don't. What does your mask do? Prices are better, carry capacity increases, and can breathe underwater. So all enchantments I already have, in fact. But not a bad one, honestly. Not gonna comment. Oh, you're no fun. You don't comment on anything anymore. But yeah, we match. Look at us.
Oh, hello, love.
We're matching.
You be careful, my love.
Yeah. I'll be careful. I'm pretty much indestructible, but I will be careful. Careful enough to note, at least, that we're doing really well on Dragon Priest masks at this point. Okay. What's the deal with this tower? And why is it sideways? Hello? I do kind of want to go check out whatever that orc stronghold is. I am Bloodkin after all, so I can go into really any orc stronghold I want. But let's real quick figure out what this cave is first. Down. Down is what the cave is. Fuck. I should have seen that coming. I literally have spells to prevent this exact thing. Oh no, am I gonna have to... Ugh, fine. Screw you. Looking forward to seeing if they gave Kaiden any dialogue with Serana. Working with any of the base game Serana dialogue or any of the Serana dialogue that that they ended up not implementing but that's still in the game files. I think that could be fun. Where? Oh, hi. Troll. And another spigot. Fuck yeah, tap roots. starting to get there on my Dragon Priest mask collection. Okay, now let's be slightly more cautious about how we fall off cliffs. Cliffs, my real biggest enemy in this game. So I definitely have spells that are designed to mitigate my fall damage. Which school of magic are they in? Acceleration. No. Control weather. No. Detonate lock. No. Dragon hide. Needs to be favorited at some point. Caster ignores 80% of all physical damage for 60 seconds. Yeah, Dragon hide's nice. Drop zone. That's what it's called. Let's see what's in here.
Oh, hello, love.
Yes, and hello to you too, darling, but we should probably be at least semi-quiet. Did I just kill an innocent person? I have no way of knowing. Great, that's fun. There's probably a journal here somewhere, I'm guessing. 'Cause this feels very Creation Clubby. Alright, what are we doing? Really? Nothing here to tell me what he was up to? See, now I'm paranoid that I killed a totally innocent man.
It's bloody horrible.
What, that we walked in and killed a man and his Frost Atronak pet without explaining why we were here or giving them a chance to defend themselves? Yeah, probably not our best move. I blame you. You're supposed to be my better angel. Go do whatever that cave is over there. Then we'll go investigate more more Khazgar. Then I think maybe I really do want to do the quest to get Keening, but I can't get the dialogue to start the quest to spawn. Or to appear, so I might have to console command that quest to start. Which is frustrating. Okay, why'd you kill the bunny? I mean...
We should have seen this coming.
It's just... What the hell is... Zombie invasion? Sorry, Kaiden. The number of necromancers that are in Skyrim is just ridiculous. As Archmage of the College of Winterhold, I should probably do something about that. That probably somehow falls into my responsibilities. Something about safe, responsible, and ethical use of magic. Cave. I remember the name of this place, but not why I remember This might be how we get to the Forgotten Vale. I'm just gonna not be in here right now. Just assume I'm right about that. And... which I might not be, but... there's a reason I know the name of that place and it'll come up at some point. Alright. Orcs. That other tomb is Hagraven stuff. I'm pretty sure there is a word wall there. But I just want to see... where we can get to without. So genuinely, I've skipped this entire dungeon before. By
I'm looking forward to see that sun rising.
Like riding my horse up to the summit and not actually having to go through the dungeon, which is quite nice, in fact. I wish more Skyrim dungeons would just let you go in through the back door of the dungeon and be done with it. But most Skyrim dungeons don't do that thing. Do I want to go deal with the Forsworn? Yeah, I'll go deal with the Forsworn. I need more words of power. I don't have all of them yet. Although I can... one sprint fully finished. Alright.
Oh, sure, I heard something.
Nothing. good of me to kill them together, I think. Alright, let's go deal with the Forsworn. See, it ruins my efforts at stealth. Alright. I hate when the Forsworn have human flesh in their inventories. Like, the implication that they're resulting to cannibalism, or that they're using human flesh and human sacrifices, and whatever it is they do out here is real unnerving. Especially this close to Solitude. How do those get triggered? Don't know. Alright.
You're sure.
Rude.
You're sure.
Fine. I'll just shout you all down. Yeah, stay where you are. It's fine. I'll spoil your attempts at hiding from me anyway. Oh. It is mildly inconvenient you turn too long. By which I mean it's inconvenient for about 2 seconds. And then I'll just undo all the work you just did. How does it feel for your life's work to have been meaningless? Trivializing master thoughts. I think that's ultimately the way I'm actually supposed to go. I want to say over here, a bed chamber in which I can acquire the key for the thing I just... Yep. Take those Hagraven feathers. Ooh, Forsworn missive. Alark, do not presume we've grown fat and complacent here in the north. Our matriarch was wise to bring us here. Our camp is secure, our numbers grow. Will not sulk in the shadows with you, making petty plots with a rabble and sycophants. When we strike, we will do it with cunning and power, and the occupiers will fall before us. That is the way of true breachmen. Just checking in. How'd that go for you? Because I feel like it's probably not going that well. I feel like you keep getting bested.
Roll, show it.
I'm sorry, are you wearing armor with the intention of impersonating a Stormcloak officer? You really need to work on your other accoutrement if that is your plan. You don't see me. Why are you firing in my general direction?
How
Oh,
did
you're
they
firing
find it?
at Kaiden.
Let's go. Fight, coward! You win. I submit. Let's see what else is around here.
People who are running from me is what's around here. 'Cause I am just a little terrifying, honestly. Let's take some corundum. that money. Let's burn all the gold. Let's burn all the gold. Okay. These are soul gems.
You all? Show it!
Where am I? Over here. Killing your friends by happening to stand close-ish to them. At least they've started running away. They have at least some sense of self-preservation. Not enough, but some.
Better fight them soon.
I mean, you're gonna get your wish soon enough. Look at all the nothing some of these guys have on them. That's a little sad. Also, sometimes I wonder if the presence of all these burned books in Skyrim is meant to suggest that either they get destroyed in the scuffle of combat, which I'd believe, or what I think is kind of a funnier explanation is that the vast majority of Skyrim's population is illiterate, doesn't want to admit it,
You all? Show it!
and carries around burned out books in an attempt to make it look like they can read. And because no one actually knows how to read, it seems like everybody's fine.
I'll admit it. You're good with magic. Just make sure you don't hit me with it by mistake, alright?
I assure you, every time I've hit you with magic has either been your fault or deliberate. Does that make you feel better? I am looking forward to when I've got Ariel's bow or Oriel's bow so that I can start doing some really silly shit. The mod I have that makes artifacts way better did some really great stuff to that bow, which was already pretty solid in vanilla Skyrim anyway. And has turned it into an absolute monster that when coupled with like soul stealer arrows or fire arrows or frost arrows or lightning arrows or the sun blast arrows is going to make them an absolute nightmare. Hello, Mr. Briarheart. Goodbye, Mr. Briarheart. Forsworn note. Matriarch, we await your orders. Our blades are honed, our quivers full, our wills steeled for battle. Our time of waiting has ended. The time for battle is at hand. If you have but speak the word, and the occupiers shall fall like wheat before the reaper. I mean, you've done decently well holding the place. I'll give you that. Though again, I don't think it's going to work out for you in the long term, and you might just want to start bracing for that fact. Hag's End. Hag Ravens incoming. What's this place with that? Oh, where the Hag Ravens are enjoying a meal and keep periodically teleporting away from you as you go through the...
Did you hear something?
Yeah, it is.
You're sure.
Rude. Teleporting away like that. Don't just breathe fire at everyone, you know. Actually, these days I pretty much do. Strips. Okay, that's definitely the direction I need to go. I feel like there's... Yes. Okay. I was correctly remembering. There are ruins scattered about the place down here. Quick safety spell casting. Doesn't look like there's anything really of note back here except for an elven bow. Okay, this is where you get the extra cool Dark Brotherhood armor if you do the quest for oh god, what's her face? Correctly. It's right behind here. For the token from Ulava the Feeble. In fact, if the game will let me, I can prove it. Because there it all is. Which I'm only showcasing because I did destroy the Dark Brotherhood. So, me doing that is the only way you ever actually get to see what any of that looks like, and it... Okay. know where that person just died. Oh, here. I would assume.
All these dead bodies make for poor company.
Look at all the Hagraven feathers. That makes me happy. Do you think they want me to read The Legend of Red Eagle? Like, seriously, Forsworn, get another idol so that it's not all Legend of Red Eagle everywhere all the time. I'd imagine most of you would get pretty bored of reading the same exact legend all the goddamn time. Progress. Ow. Alright, what are you teaching me? Hey, the final word of slow time. So that's the set that I think could work really well for Kaiden. I'm gonna take it just because the weight's not terrible for the value, and I've got a ridiculous amount of carry capacity anyway. Alright. Let's come back down here. And then we'll make our way to... Let's go, reindeer friend.
Whoa!
Okay. Well, that was weird. thief that's about to try and rob me.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
You will feel the wrath of my blade!
Whoops. Yeah, dude. Slayer of Alduin. What makes you think you stand a chance? Like, sorry, but if my character is staring you down head on, in what universe do you have even the slightest of chances against me in a one-on-one, face-to-face fight without being able to shout?
You should see my mother, Sharam, if you need a cure or a poison.
Noted.
I have poisons for your weapons. We have lived in... Only the bravest are allowed to lead and to marry. A great chief is able to attract wise women like myself, are mothers of chieftains. We guide the tribe and advise our kin on what is most pleasing. He is our Malakath teaches us. He watches over all orcs as his children. Take a look.
Okay, let's buy all your ingredients. And then I am going to sell you. Look at the value on that. That's ridiculous. Alright, thanks.
All right, then. I envy you, Outlander. You can choose to leave if you wish. Yes, but I must stay here. It is our way, and I am proud to follow my people's traditions. But I can't help but feel chained. I am Lorik's daughter. Soon I'll be of age and will be sent. Until then, I train. My new home will need strength, and my new sisters must know. No. A chief's daughter marries who her chief wishes. I used to look forward to the day when I was of age, to see new places and people. I couldn't. It would shame my chief, and my mother, and foremothers. You're right. Malakath teaches us to meet our fate. Perhaps this is mine. Mm-hmm. Malakath protect you. Are you looking to work? The mines are nearby. You bring me ore? It is said that an orc first learns to wield a hammer by tradition. A mother always teaches her children how to smith. If a chief has a second wife, she is called the Forge Wife in honor of this. Take a look.
Okay, let's see. Do you have any elven arrows? You do. Great. pick up this other additional Imperial Knight's cape to dual enchant for Kaiden. Maybe. I'll think about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I worked up a sweat in this armor.
How? It's light armor. You're used to running around in heavy. Alright, we'll go take a look at whatever this cave is. And then maybe go do a quest or something. Kill a dragon. Go do something dragonborn-y. For a hot second. Darkfall Cave. Ah, over here. Let's go see what's in here. That's definitely my back door out. But I think I could technically whirlwind sprint through it. Nah, that defeats the purpose. Of walking in a circle? Okay, I suppose I could have just whirlwind sprinted. I wouldn't have missed much. What? Oh, spawners. What spodery things do we have? Right about here. Okay, so most of these quests are time commitment based things. That was fun.
Flames and ice. I've never understood how destruction mages can harness the very elements of the world itself. It's beautiful. And terrifying.
It's meant to be. It's not exactly like it's meant to be this delicate art for the faint of heart, Kaiden. It's exactly what you're suggesting. It's harnessing destructive forces of nature to obliterate the people that are standing in your way. It's hardly a passive thing. Darkfall Cave Note. Darkfall Cave Note. Sister, I don't know that you'll come to find me, but it'll be too late if you find this letter. Get out of this forsaken cave or as soon as possible. We were fools to think that we could live so close to such creatures and live peacefully. I've headed back to camp with you, or I should have headed back to camp with you after we placed the torches down here. I thought these trolls would be different, that they would somehow understand that we didn't want to hurt them. I'm now concerned, and it's only a matter of time before the trolls decide to finish me off. I hope it's a quick death. Farewell, my dearest sister. Oof. I refuse to believe that this is cave trolls, not Palmer. place screams you're about to get attacked by Falmer. Alright, let's keep going. Meanwhile, poor Kaiden's probably going, you know, you agreed to marry me not that long ago, and it definitely hasn't escaped my notice that, oh, for fuck's sake. You know, it definitely hasn't escaped my notice that you agreed to marry me, and I've not seen you since.
Your
Okay, so I can't progress any further right now. Which hopefully means there's a Bethesda backdoor over here somewhere to get me back to where, from whence I came. You look like a Bethesda backdoor. I'm just not sure how to get back. Let's actually go talk to the priests in Solitude about a wedding, I suppose. And while we're there, go talk to the Fletcher and get all of the arrows he has that I want in exchange for, like, a small handful of mostly insignificant potions and it. It's always nighttime when we get places.
Lord, stranger. That human flesh you're carrying is starting to stink. Is it potions or dinner?
Ugh. Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy. Here.
Hey,
Ah, yet another. Aye, and there is still, and far to the. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed of. Where the dragon attacked. We've heard rumors of death and fire from the sky.
All
And we
true.
should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon.
can you maybe get into your
Good
store,
to talk
please?
to a fellow traveler.
Excuse you. Go into your store.
Hello and welcome, my friend. How many bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman?
Do I want the Daedric arrows? No, not right now. Battle axe of malediction. Crossbow. Dragonbone crossbow. Looks nice. Ugh. Ooh, 23 fire arrows. Look at you selling me all the things I love. Right, the prices are better. Enchantment also helps me buy things for less. That is right. Lightning arrows. Soul Stealer arrows. Alright, thank you.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
Alright. Who else can we talk to and sell some stuff?
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you? The finest weapons and armor.
Do you have any special arrows I need? You don't. That's a shame. You can have this random elven bow I picked up that is worth a metric crap ton because it's enchanted. Thanks, I'll take all your gold.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Oh, hello, love.
Never
Okay,
rest.
see you later, bye.
Concentrate. Battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore them. Focus on your targets.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
Excuse me?
Remind us of our place when we forget.
What do you need?
Are you able to marry us at this temple?
You wish to be married? It's good to see love blossoming even during these difficult times. Your wedding will be held tomorrow, from dawn until dusk.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Okay, no, we don't need to go back into Potama's catacombs again.
One day more. Guessing there's some preparations to make.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials. You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Hmm? Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Tar. It's the The Dominion recognized the heresy of... no matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. Feel free to take a seat or pray at...
What's on your mind, kitten? I was lost in the abyss for so long that I thought it would swallow me whole. But now that I have your love, I am redeemed.
Are you nervous?
Maybe a little. It's all a bit surreal. Never thought I'd be the kind to get married. That, and fate hasn't always been good to me. So I keep expecting something to swoop down and snatch you out of my arms. Are you getting anxious?
Not at all.
Aye, that's my unshakable dragon. You mean everything to me, and I want to give you the best in life that I possibly can. This feels so right. All right, sweetheart.
What do they consider dawn?
Hey, you. I'm behind you.
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. Still wandering all over Skyrim and
I'll make
causing
sure the
trouble?
Emperor himself hears of all you've accomplished. You've made Skyrim a better place.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Remind us of our place.
Let us walk in the steps of the Divines.
What do you need, my thing?
Look what the Horker dragged in. Need something? All over Skyrim and causing trouble.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of... You look troubled.
Swear as
Come
much.
seeking guidance?
Maybe I'll cut down on the ale too, and I'll also stop bedding my companion. Oh, no, I'm not. No, that's a lie too. I'm pretty sure I'm going straight to oblivion for this.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. Still wandering all over Skyrim. Causing trouble. Need something?
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
in the steps of the divine.
Ah, here's the blushing bride now. Let's begin the ceremony. It was Mara that first gave birth to all of creation and pledged to watch over us as her children. It is from her love of us that we first learned to love one another. It is from this love that we learn that a life lived alone is no life at all. We gather here today under Mara's loving gaze to bear witness to the union of two souls in eternal companionship. May they journey forth together in this life and in the next, in prosperity and poverty, and in joy and hardship. Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do. Now and forever.
Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do.
Under the authority of Mara, the divine of love, I declare this couple to be wed. I present the two of you with these matching rings, blessed by Mara's divine grace. May they protect each of you in your new life together.
I'm a married man. I never thought this happiness would be mine.
How do you like it?
I've always felt bound to you. By honor, then friendship, then love. And now, in the eyes of the gods, it feels right.
I'm glad I pinned you down then.
Oi, who did the asking here? Pretty sure I was the one to pin you down. Though, speaking of that, been doing some saving to, you know, put something towards our new life. Buy a house, or land, or maybe you just like a new set of armor, eh? No, I've never had anyone give me something so special. I've never seen a dragonborn dagger like this. It's incredible. Thank you, love. It really means a lot to me. I'll carry it always.
When did I?
While you were in the
Get
star, Azura gave me a vision. Her last, she said.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily
My
trials.
darling. With you all the way.
Alright, let's get a move on then. What do we want to do? I suppose we should actually go do the whole Valkyrie thing. To rebuild Helgen. Because I actually really do like that mod. How come you weren't at my wedding?
Their aim could be steadier, but their battle... You are the Dragonborn. I'm sort of hoping you are going to fight the dragons for us. A normal man is no match for a dragon. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up. As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Camelot.
While you were in the... I have never been without as... If you need me, I'd be honored to accompany you, Guardian of the Star. Twilight, watch over you, Guardian. It's been an honor, Guardian.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore. But he
May the
wouldn't tell
gods
me why
watch
not.
over your battles, friend.
Aw, Brunwolf, you came to my wedding.
Work if you're interested, traveler.
Oh, hello, no.
I always think it's interesting to see what NPCs show up to your wedding.
Hello, I'm Gisley.
Welcome.
But you can just call me
Look
Erica's
around.
sister.
Trinkets,
Everyone
odds and
does.
ends, that sort of thing.
Okay, do you have any enchanted arrows? Ice arrows, fire arrows, lightning arrows, and soul stealers. See, that's what I like to see. Do you have Elven? You don't. Boo. Alright.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
You're like
Spare
me,
some
eh?
gold for a
Don't fancy
veteran?
those clunky two-handed weapons.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not.
It's not that it's much of you to ask for it, it's that it's you asking for it is my issue. I'm trying to avoid running into Barbas. Not out of any, like, necessarily distaste for the Clavicus Vial quest, but just because Barbas is so freaking annoying with all his endless non-stop barking.
You're interfering with official Thor. I am a Thormore Justiciar on important business. We're making. Now go away. This doesn't concern you,
You
citizen.
be careful, my love.
This doesn't concern you, citizen.
You're
How sure!
Whoops.
That's a nasty way to go. Bad. Oh, nasty way to go.
I'm sorry, are you feeling bad for the people I murdered with my screamy powers? Because that could be a problem if you're going to get in the habit of feeling bad for the people I murder with my screamy powers.
Did you see a dog out there?
No.
Oh well. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his idea. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count. His name's
mentioned a
Bowen.
brother?
He's the one who works the lumber mill down. If you meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation. He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know. Take a look.
Alright, I'm gonna take your fire arrows, your ice arrows, your lightning arrows, your soul stealer arrows. And then I am going to sell you these hooded Thalmor robes. And a couple potions.
steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
That sounds an awful lot like a challenge.
Unless you intend to bury someone, Falkreath. I just finished giving my old war companion Barrett a proper burial by fire. Old hardhead. Could you deliver the ashes to Runil, the priest of Arcay? He'll know the right blessings to make for Barrett's soul. Thank you.
A strong drink will chase off that chill in the air.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Yes? Sure. What can I do for you? Certainly. It's a fine tune and a good request.
Hello again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for me.
I've half a mind. Not much exciting. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
They did darken the sky. His raw fury's fire, and his scales sharpened scythes. Men ran and they cowered.
There now, lass.
Fought and they died.
Anything I can get you?
And they bled as they issued their cries. We need saviors to free us from Alduin's rage. Heroes on the field of this new order wage. And if Alduin wins, man is gone from this world, lost in the shadow of the black wings unfurled. But then came the tongues on that terrible day, steadfast as winter.
I hear Valder made it back safe. Too bad about the others, but at least it's one less thing to worry about.
All heard the music of Alduin's doom, the sweet song of Skyrim, sky-shattering Thum. And so the tongues freed us from Alduin's
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? You hear any juicy gossip in town?
Is it true that you're the Archmage of the College of Willow? You sure do get around, don't you?
Are you Marcus Janus? You wanted to see me about Helgen?
Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened at Helgen?
You already know Helgen was attacked by a dragon. Have you ever seen one?
Well, no, now that you mention it.
I doubt any civilians made it out of there alive. The place was pretty laid to waste.
Then it's as I feared. My brother and his family are lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news.
Even if they did survive the dragon attack, the bandits killed them for sure.
Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists. A resistance movement, if you will.
Insurrectionists. And you know this man.
His name is Valerius Tiberius Artoria. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion, as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded and murdered his wife son and daughter in cold blood.
Tell me more.
They marched them down the streets of the Imperial City and tortured them until they were dead. They said, "Let it be known that any family members of Imperial officers found anywhere else in the province will receive a similar..." There were many such atrocities committed by those wretched maggots within those walls, and even more unspeakable tragedies in the rest of Cyrodiil. We were under orders to flee the city for Skyrim when they invaded. We left our people. The few that did make it out of there were scattered as refugees. The plan was to regroup here in Skyrim, rest and resupply our forces, and return to the Imperial City to retake it. Surely you know the history. If not, this book will help you understand a little of what we went through.
So, what does this have to do with me, exactly?
I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Janus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Give this ring to him. If any of his men try to accost you, show it to them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Janus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. Please, return to me as soon as you can. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish.
I might need to take my circlet off for this. But before I do, I want to pop in long enough to stop in at a few other stores in Falkreath and to talk to the Jarl.
Yes. Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
I got your letter.
Ah, it's you. There's a group of bandits. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now, good. Execute every last bandit. Spare no one.
Let's see. I'd like to buy all
Got
of
something
your...
for just about everyone in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Someone new? Perhaps some... Well, when I found this town, with its huge... I know, but what you must understand... That's why the inn is called Dead Man's Drink, the farm is called Corpse Light Farm, and so on. I suppose it's sort of a running... Take a look.
Perfect. Thank you for all of that. Let me then turn around and sell you. All of that. Thank
Until
you.
next time.
I'm sorry, love.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Not quite how potion making works, Mr. Guard. No Barbus, no Barbus, no Barbus, no Barbus. Please, no Barbus.
It's on!
You all? Shoot it!
Nothing on the dragon! The bloody job.
Alright, let's see. Bets on whether or not I'm able to actually peacefully get through to the... Hi!
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
You shouldn't talk to me
Why?
like that.
What are you gonna do? Cry?
You know, I've come to enjoy your company.
Back
over the
off.
No need to get rough.
The view is always finer from back here.
Get out of here.
Dragon Ball, you'll have to get through me.
Well, that can't be good, can it?
Are you my witness?
You! Yeah.
Victory or Sovngarde!
You. Sets the idiot right.
Personal opinion when it comes to the orcs that just insult you, like, they're asking for an honorable death. Just in my opinion, there's no conceivable way they don't know who you are. And exactly what you're capable of doing to them.
You're not thinking you'll swim with all that gear on, are you? I will protect you, Dragonborn. I'm ending this right now! Well, let's do some opponent then!
Okay, I was worried I was gonna have to do this. Ugh, fine.
gorgeous day. But you know what makes it better? Having you by my side.
I agree.
Yeah. Yes, did you need something? Nothing new to talk about right now, friend. So it's true. You're Dragonborn. Sure as bones. I wouldn't have ever believed it. Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my now. Who are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak.
Wow, that whole bandit thing works well for you. Great disguise.
Oh, funny guy, eh? How funny would it be if we got you like a hawker?
I have an urgent matter that I need to discuss with Valerius. I know he's here.
Never heard of him. You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now,
I have an
be on your
urgent
way. We
message
don't want to hurt you.
from Marcus Janus. I must be given passage.
Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now.
Come on now. I know who you are, and you're not bandits.
I don't know who you are, but I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out.
Here. I have a gift from Marcus. It's Val's wife's wedding ring.
Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Janus? From the war, Marcus Janus. Why didn't you say so?
I did, several times. And I have a letter from him to Valerius. His eyes only.
Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
Marcus.
Balfring, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
She has an urgent message for you from Marcus Janus. She was alone, and I thought you would want to talk to her.
What? Marcus Janus? Balfring, have you gone completely mad? That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir, but it's true. She showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Balfring, you're dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring?
Absolutely. It's
You were
yours.
Sent by Marcus Janus? Where is he now?
Valkyrie, waiting for me to return with your answer.
Do you know how he came into possession of this ring?
He must have found it in the Imperial City after you were imprisoned.
Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming.
I'm sorry for what happened to your family.
Thank you. I love them very deeply. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with... But enough of that. Yes. Marcus Janus. It's certainly... Tell me, how has he found me here?
He heard a bandit named Val had taken over the fort. He thought it might be you.
Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese.
You're an honorable man. He said you served with distinction in the war.
Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Aldmeri diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war. Stories of the keepers of Hatu. Oh, I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how.
Well, maybe Marcus can help. Perhaps that's why he wants to meet with you.
Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. Never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace. So you're Dragonborn. Never believed in all that nonsense. I've always trusted my instinct and my steel.
Back to Falkreath.
Wait. I know you.
Yes, you do.
Wait. I know. There's no mistake. You're a wanted woman, and it's time to pay for your crimes. Good enough.
My cousin's out fighting dragons. In what way?
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
I already do.
So you defeated the Dragonborn. I always heard the legends in my childhood, but I always thought they were fairy tales. But they're true.
I talked to Val. He agreed to meet with you.
Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will.
Stick close,
I'm
let's
right
go.
behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore. Is it true that you're the Archmage of the College of Winterhold? You sure do get around, don't you?
Is just about done.
A strong drink will chase off that chill in the air.
I'm not taking any chances of running into Barbas if I can avoid it.
There's good game in these woods. You could live off the land for a long time. Seems the heavens are moving up.
I'm just gonna pick up a couple mead with juniper berry. There aren't many of them in game. Although they do respawn here. But I don't know if they will continue to respawn now that I've done the deedful and started work to repair Helgen.
Be well, friend.
Sienna! Sienna! I adore Sienna. Do, do, do.
Valerius Tiberius Artoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this is quite a shock to you, and terribly unexpected. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived. And I realized you were here, so I decided it was in both our interests for two old friends to meet.
Oh, hello, love.
Ah, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. Whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, keepers of Hatus in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Janice, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it.
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town and make her my home.
Rebuild? Janice, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Janice. Those bandits left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you. I can't thank you enough for your help. As agreed, here's your compensation.
Thank you, but you never mentioned rebuilding Helgen. Why?
I apologize for that. I wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And I have many fond memories of those days. Let's just say he'd be happy that I settled. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time. Can you return to see us in a day or so?
I'll see you later.
Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one piece, so I trust your trip went smoothly.
Yes.
Alright, well, I suppose while we're waiting for you two to have time, I might as well go kill the leader of Banner Mist Tower for the Jarl.
Without incident.
Nothing new to talk about right now, friend. Stay safe out there.
Alright, where's this tower that the Jarl wants me to murder the people in? And yes, before you say anything, Kaiden, I know it's technically an insult of my abilities to send me on a simple kill a bandit leader mission, but when I've literally slain the World Eater. But, you know, these things do happen. You're a dragon. I sure did.
That'll be good. How did they find us?
You go start the dragon killing process. Where's our scaly dragon friend? I know you heard it, same as I did. There you are.
When my blade is unsheathed.
I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough.
An arch-conjurer just kinda hanging out by you, okay?
Let's see what
Yes, now that we've killed the dragon, we can go finish looting the tower. You are right. Alright, I suppose we should go report back into the Jarl, tell him that I've not only killed a dragon in his hold, but that I've also taken care of his pesky
I
little
used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
bandit problem.
No matter what else happens.
Oh, for...
Something's happening.
In all my years, I've never seen such.
Excuse me, your Jarliness. You just got attacked by a dragon.
Good to... Yes? What is it that you want?
Oh, also, I killed the leader of Bannermist Tower.
Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested.
Sure. Is there anything else you
in my
need?
court for a new thing. However, you help my people. On
It'd
your
be
way
an
then.
honor.
Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
Where is your steward?
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Leg it.
The Stormcloaks want freedom, but don't understand its price.
Okay then.
There
Thank you.
lass. I might have some use for you.
I'm the steward here. I serve under... There's no house available, but you won't regret it. Here's the title to your... Follow the road east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads. It was Dengeir. When Dengeir... Sidgeir has no interest in... Many back... In time, Falkreath's reputation has faded somewhat, but the graves remain, reminding us of the one inevitable truth of life.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature. I asked if you were willing to retrieve him. Oh, it's smart to demand something up front. Some gold now, and some when I have my dog. Here's the meat. Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengeir first, and the Empire second. How was Dengeir? Why would I do that? A true Nord places loyalty and honor above all. Only inside the gates. Much of Falkreath Hold is wilderness, and there's plenty of trouble to be had. Take a look.
Alright, what have you got? Absolutely nothing of interest to me. Okay. Well then, it's my turn. Let's see. Thank you for all of your
See
money.
me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
I suppose while we're waiting for the ability to go talk to people, we can stop by this house, pick up the money that's been piling up here for me doing nothing. At some point I need to plant some other crops in our various plots so I get more than just snowberries.
Need Divine
something?
smile on you, friend.
Huh?
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. Very good map. Mm-hmm.
Need something? Huh?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite properties that got added in Anniversary Edition because it generates money and it generates resources. And is that another fucking dragon? Get down here, you scaly bastard.
Here we go.
You're an aimed scaly bastard. here. Let's see if there's anything up here for us to acquire from Kaiden's family. Other than some mountain flowers, of course. Oh. Blade of Akavir. It looks like a septum to me. I will certainly take getting my hands on an extra blade. At some point, I do need to very covertly murder Lemkill. Lives here. Because his poor daughter Sissel's being very horribly treated. And would do much better in Winterhold with us. Don't you think?
Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs.
Alright, I suppose we should head back to Helgen. Falco, punch. Alright, Kaiden, let's see what they've got going on down here, shall we?
Oh, hello. Need something?
You said to return in 24 hours.
Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
Janice, it has to work. We have no choice. Now then.
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you two.
Well, it itches, and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
out to Skyrim and come back in. Sometimes mods are buggy.
You're right, love.
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place? Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place?
Not particularly. I assumed it was to spy on the Thalmor.
Well, yes, but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil, and our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers. I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate.
I'm familiar with the location.
I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong.
How long's he been missing?
About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves.
Marcus said you have a plan.
Yes. Fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was here.
She was, but what does that have to do with your
I
plan?
need you to pose as an Imperial officer with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation.
That shouldn't be hard. I am a legate.
Parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence.
I'm a legate.
Persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two, it will be enough for this to work.
What about the transfer order from
While
Elenwen?
searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to them. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy. They had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough. But if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating.
Sounds heavily guarded.
Yes, it certainly will be. And make no mistake. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in... If it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight. So, you must be careful.
If Korst's alive, rest assured we'll bring him back.
Friend. You know, Marcus seems to be quite impressed with you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck.
You know, everyone forgets I'm an Imperial legate. I killed Ulfric Stormcloak. The Empire owes me. Alright, let's take a look at this armor that they gave me. Increases speech. Ugh, don't need it.
Oh, fucking hate Morandas.
Don't worry, Kaiden. It's a simple free the prisoners mission. How badly could it possibly go? It went super well for us when we had to, free Thorold. Oh no, my game crashed. Oh well, I didn't lose much, I'm sure. Alright, well I think that's the universe telling me that it's 11:15 at night and I should be going to bed. Catch you guys later.